everybody. Today is Friday, the 6th of May, and tonight I'm working on these swing shifts from like 2 o'clock p.m. to quarter to 11 p.m. So today I just got 3 loads. It is like this when you drive this drive sometimes, like you just get 3 loads, because the place where you get loaded at first, that hall, they only load until like 5:30 p.m. So sometimes there's just not enough time to get a third load from there. So then you end up with 2 loads from there, and then another load from another place, which makes a total of 3 loads. So what I did was, after the second load I got from the hall, I just emptied that and I put on these containers that are like the one I'm gonna go get. That way I have empty ones. So I go over there and I just pull off the empty ones, put on the loaded ones, and go back. That way I don't have to go back for it twice. So that's a good thing. What's nice about that too is I'm probably gonna get off a little early for work too. So anyway. This week I only had like 3 days to work. 2 of them been swing shifts, but this one counted. And then yesterday I worked on a weekend. It was like not a weekend, a holiday. It's called Kristi Himmelfärds in Swedish. I don't know what's called in English. It's like a holiday celebrating like Jesus going to heaven or something like that. Basically celebrating something that nobody in Sweden believes in, basically. But anyway, outside of the point, so I worked yesterday on a holiday, which is good, extra money. But the thing was, yesterday I had an incident at work. So what happened was, I almost got in a fight with a guy. There's this dude at work, because he's only been here maybe 6 months tops. I think just maybe a little under 6 months. Anyway, this guy, me and him, we haven't gone along, okay, in the past, like at least twice before we've argued with each other, okay, which is whatever, okay. I don't like the guy, okay, and he doesn't like me, but hey, that is what it is. Sometimes that's the way it is. But yesterday, what happened was, I was up at Högsbo and I was gonna get loaded. So I unhooked the trailer and I started driving forward. And believe this moron, what he does is he opens up his door. He opens it up too much, so it gets stuck in my container as I'm driving forward. So I hear a sound. I'm like, oh shit! So I look back and I was like, oh shit! His door got messed up. So just 1 second. I'm just gonna change lane here. So anyway, so the door got a little messed up. Not too bad, but a little. So I was like, oh shit. So I was like, oh, I gotta go out and argue with this guy now. So I went out and this guy started going off on me. And he started, oh, you idiot. And so I mounted off him back, because I'm not about to stand there and take that shit. So I mounted off on him back. I said, you gotta watch out. You can't just throw the door open, you know. And he's just like, he was gonna blame me for his stupid shit. So anyway, so I mounted off back towards him. And then the guy started coming at me. I mean, he wanted to fight. He came at me. So he came at me like he was gonna fight me, and he tried to fight me, but I just pushed him off. And it's like then he tried one more time, pushed him off again, and that's some guy came there who was working there, he was like some 50-year-old man, and he was like, oh, what happened? I told him, well, this guy, he opened the door when I was driving, so the door got smashed up, and now he's arguing, he's trying to fight me. Believe it or not, as that guy's standing right there, he comes at me again. He tries to fight me again. This time I push him off again, and my hand hits his chest, and after that he didn't want no more of it. So he was standing there and he said some shit. He said something, he's Arabic, so he said something in Arabic, and I just tried to say the same thing back. I don't know what the hell he said. I don't even remember exactly what it sounded like, but I just said it back. So anyway, that was that. So that was like the end of the incident right there. He got in his truck. I just kept going and pulled off my container and started getting loaded and all that. But it was like this fucking guy is like he's not right, you know what I mean, in his head, because you know he's like what 30 years old, something. He's about like 30, 32 around there. It's like you don't act like that as a grown man. You don't get a little angry and start going and try to beating people. Okay, that's not cool. So anyway, I knew that he might try it again, so I like took off my jacket. I put my cap backwards, because I knew if I was gonna keep my cap on, I gotta keep it backwards, because otherwise when we fight, he could try to pull it down to temporarily block my vision. I don't want to give myself a disadvantage in case something was gonna go down. Nothing did. After that, he didn't do nothing. When he saw me a little later, he just like smiled and did his thing, like some fucking jerk off. But anyway, he didn't try anything after that. So anyway, that was the end of the incident right there. So, but I really didn't like it. You know, I don't like that to have to be prepared for a fight for a little while after that during the day, because you know you don't know, and keep your eyes open. You don't want to get sucker punched. But I know I could take the guy. That's not the point. In a fight, I could take him, but you get sucker punched, you could go down. So I didn't want. I kept my eyes open, and I was prepared mentally, like if something might happen. But nothing did. So anyway, I thought about it. It's like, this is completely unacceptable. So today I called the boss, and I told her what happened. I told her exactly what happened. I said, this is not right. You know, it's like, so I told her exactly what happened, and it's not right. So she says he was going to talk to him and hear his version of the thing. So we'll see how that plays out. But I got to be honest, if they don't fire the guy, I don't know if I want to stay at this company. I really don't. It's not like, oh, well, the guy is there and I can't stand it. Fuck him, okay? He'll do his thing, I'll do my thing. Okay? I don't think he's dumb enough to go at it again. Okay? He knows for sure I'm not backing down now. Okay? If he had any doubts before, he knows 100% for sure I'm standing my ground. But that's not the point. The point is if they don't fire him, that's really goofy. You know, that's very unprofessional. You don't keep somebody on like that. Okay, especially not somebody who's just some dude who you call in when you need a little extra, somebody to do a little extra work. Okay, that kind of stuff should be, you know, your contract should be terminated immediately. Okay, one thing is if you don't disagree with people, even if you get in a little verbal argument, that's one thing, you know. But if you start physically assaulting coworkers, your ass has got to go. Okay, that's just bottom line. So I'm gonna have to see how that shit plays out. If they don't do it right and fire the guy, I'm gonna try to leave this company. You know? And I'm gonna prepare for the worst, because I know how things work in Sweden. You know, and there's not guaranteed that he's gonna get fired for that. You know, he might just leave on. You know, so starting Monday, even this weekend, I'm gonna maybe send a couple of applications. But Monday, I'm gonna start making calls. You know. I'm gonna be smart about it. I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna tell the boss if he doesn't get fired. Tell the boss, okay, I leave. No, I'm gonna look for work. Get a contract signed, so I know I got working during the summer. And once that's done, just call the boss up. And this is, of course, if I'm gonna look for work on Monday. But the signing the contract and leaving the job is if they don't fire the guy, of course. So then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to call the boss once I get the contract signed. I'm going to say, okay, I want to leave immediately. You know, just turn in my stuff. Bye bye. Have a nice day. You know, because the fact of the matter is that kind of stuff is unacceptable. That they would leave somebody off, that somebody can do that and they get away with it. And also the thing is too, at this company, even if they do this right, I'll stay on until at least the end of the summer. But even if they do this right, the chances of getting steady employment here right now are, to say the least, slim. You know, when the end of the summer comes, I would be happy if I just get like a couple of months of scheduled work, just like they give you a schedule for each week, or for like a month at a time, rather. If I could get that, just after that, that's probably about the best I can do here. As far as an actual steady job, I don't think so. Unfortunately, that's the case. Anyway, so even if even if they handle this thing right, I'll probably have to leave at the end of the summer. So anyway, that's what I gotta say about that.